One of the questions that we've been asking and that has been increasingly answered has been who knew and how widespread was the foreknowledge that regardless of the 2020 election results, failed former President Donald Trump was going to declare victory? Well, over time, we've learned that more and more people were aware that this was Donald Trump's plan, regardless of the outcome. We've heard now that a allegedly drunken Rudy Giuliani was suggesting that he do it on election night. But even earlier than that, in late October, we now have leaked audio of former Trump advisor and propagandist Steve Bannon saying the plan is to say that he won. He might not have won, but the plan is to say that he won. And this is an explosive new report from Mother Jones. Leaked audio before Election Day, Bannon said Trump planned to falsely claim victory. Bannon, who at that point was no longer officially working for Trump, knew the plan. If Bannon knew it, how many people working for Trump knew it? It's very clear that this was obviously the plan that they had. That's our strategy. He's going to declare himself a winner. We actually have the leaked audio. Let's take a look at it.
The Democrats, more of our people vote early that count. Theirs voted mail. And so they're going to have a natural disadvantage, and Trump's going to take advantage of it. That's our strategy. He's going to declare himself a winner. So when you wake up Wednesday morning, it's going to be a firestorm.
Now, they had the same information we had. Back in, July, August, September of 2020, I was telling everybody, there's going to be this red mirage. We expect that for a number of different reasons, including that Democrats seem more poised and more likely to vote by mail, that the early results may favor Trump more than the eventual results. And that over the course of the evening, and depending on which state, because some states stop counting at 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. and then start up again the next day, over the course of the night or the next day, Joe Biden was going to gain momentum. We knew that. They knew that as well. Bannon admits it here. He says there's going to be the situation where the voting trends are going to favor Trump early. So Trump's just going to go out there and declare victory. Let's listen to a little bit of that again, because it's so critical, and then we'll keep going.
Early that count, theirs voted mail. And so they're going to have a natural disadvantage, and Trump's going to take advantage of it. That's our strategy. He's going to declare himself a winner. So when you wake up Wednesday morning, it's going to be a firestorm. We're going to have Antifa crazy, the media crazy.
Now, Antifa did nothing, and Antifa was a non-factor. He's wrong about that.
Courts are crazy. And Trump's going to be sitting there mocking, tweeting shit out, you lose. I'm the winner. I'm the king. And he'll be all over. He'll be going, where's Hunter? Is Hunter on a crack pipe? I mean, no, he'll be, because then it doesn't matter. Remember, here's the thing. After then, Trump never has to go to a voter again. He's going to fire Ray, the FBI director, and fire the CEO, and say, F you. How about that? Because he's never going to, he's done his last election. Oh, he's going to be off the chain. He's going to be crazy. Also, if Trump is losing by 10 or 11 o'clock at night, it's going to be even crazier. Because he's going to sit right there and say they stole it.
And that's exactly what he did.
Agree.
I'm directing the Attorney General to shut down all ballot places in all 50 states. It's going to be no. He's not going out easy. If Biden's winning, Trump is going to do some crazy shit.
And that is exactly what happened. So this is a leak. The leak is relevant. Why? Because it tells us that even people no longer in Trump's inner circle knew what the plan was. Bannon was not working for Trump at that point, and he knew exactly what the plan was, and he was right. That's from the end of October 2020, and that's exactly what happened. So it is a leak, but from what Donald Trump said publicly, it was clear since the summer of 2020 that he was going to claim to be the winner one way or another. He was saying, this vote by mail stuff is all fraud. I mean, Trump voted by mail, sure, but that's Trump. Other people are committing fraud by voting by mail. Democrats, black people, others. So it was abundantly clear that this was the plan, and Bannon knew it. And so the concerted effort to carry this out as the strategy was not a particularly closely held secret. Bannon had, of course, more specific knowledge. Bannon knew, he's going to try to shut down ballots. Trump tried to seize voting machines and do all of these different things. But even from what Trump said publicly, and even from when Trump was asked, will you accept the results? if they say that Biden won. And he said, well, I'd have to see what went on first. This was actually, what's even more interesting is this was the plan for the 2016 election as well. In 2016, Trump thought he was going to lose to Hillary, and he was going to say, oh, she won because of fraud and whatever, but Trump's going to move on with his life and go back to being businessman Trump. In fact, if you really want to be historically accurate, Trump started with some of the election can't be trusted stuff in 2012, claiming that Barack Obama's victory over Mitt Romney was, there were problems with the Electoral College and all sorts of different things. Trump wasn't personally involved then. In 2016, when Trump won in the Electoral College but lost the popular vote, he continues to say to this day that he actually defeated Hillary Clinton in the popular vote as well. And remember the claims of there were people from Massachusetts brought in buses to New Hampshire to help her. How people from Massachusetts would be registered to vote in New Hampshire continues to be beyond me. It's never been answered. But Trump still hasn't admitted that the popular vote results of 2016 were accurate. So Trump was going to do this in 2016. He just so happened to win electorally. And then, of course, he did it in 2020. And he told us that he was going to do it. So stunning stuff that it seems everybody knew that this was the plan. And now we have Steve Bannon on the record due to this leak saying this was the plan all along. One of our sponsors today is Blue Chew, a unique online service delivering the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. And they're giving my audience an entire month's supply for free. So if you think you could benefit from an extra boost of confidence when it's time, all you have to do is take a short quiz on their website. A licensed doctor approves your prescription. The medication comes straight to your home within days in a discreet package. No driving around to the doctor's office or the pharmacy. No waiting around. No awkward conversations with your doctor. All of Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA. The entire process is just a few clicks. Go to bluechew.com. The link is underneath this video. They'll give you an entire month's supply for free when you use the promo code PACMAN. All you have to do is pay $5 shipping.